Well, welcome to the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg, hockey fans. It's a somber day here for the PIHL. As reported earlier in the Trib and other locations, we are aware of the fact that the PIHL commissioner, John Muka, is no longer with us out there. We are all mourning here as the league, and everybody knows at home. As an independent media personnel and somebody who has ties with the league now, it's a tough line for me to draw, and I want to thank Alan Saunders for allowing me to say something prior to this contest, as I'm not very good at this, and I'll just admit that as soon as we get home. We do have a hockey game between Hempfield and Penn-Trafford following this, so we get through this. We'll go. I've been with the league for about 4 months now. I've been working with John for a little bit longer, between working on making sure we get the broadcast coordinated and social media and everything. And I'm as shocked as everybody else is at home. John was a great man to work with and a wonderful person to know. His favorite line to me was, "Your job is just to make me look good." And that wasn't meant to be along the lines of an understanding. It was like we had an understanding that both of us were in this to make the sport better and the youth hockey movement that's been in Western Pennsylvania to move on. And I just wanted to thank John and everybody out there for following along and helping us do that throughout this time. It is a sad day here, but John would want the game to go on, and we will do so this evening. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Pittsburgh Hockey Digest, and we will be back with Penn-Trafford and Hempfield after this. Welcome back, hockey fans, to the Kirk Nevin Arena here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, as we see a PIHL Class 2A matchup between the Penn-Trafford Warriors and the Hempfield Spartans. Penn-Trafford this season starting 7-2. They're sitting in 5th in Class AA. That is good for 14 points. They're led by their head coach, Chris Cerruti, assisted by Bill Bosak and Brian Zagnarak. The team manager is Danny Krupczynski. We're not sure if he's going to make it on time. He said maybe it was a late scratch, but we're going to announce him anyway. TJ Ferguson will be wearing number 2. Alex Solio will be wearing number 3. Ben Chen will be wearing 5. Bryce Krupczynski, the All-Star, will be wearing 19. Another All-Star, Cam Kisty, will be wearing number 22. Garrett Rictoric will be wearing 24. Damian Dinius will be wearing number 25. Noah Moffa will be wearing 33. Josh Goldberg will be wearing 52. Sean Goodman will be wearing 54. Drew Hall will be wearing number 55. Robert Thatcher will be wearing 67. Chase Bonson, the All-Star, will be wearing 68. Another All-Star, Nate Lochner, will be wearing number 76. The goaltender, Jackson Kerrigan, also an All-Star, will be starting this evening wearing 80. Xavier Solomon, one more All-Star for those Penn-Trafford Warriors, will be wearing 91. And Sammy Sloan will be backing up and wearing number 92. The Warriors, once again, are 7-2, 14 points, good for 5th in Class 2A. We're going to switch it over to the home squad this evening, the Hempfield Spartans, 5-4, 0-1, 11 points, good for 7th place in Class 2A. Head coach is Corey Myers, assistant coach Mark Lippa, Ethan Grant tonight. Denise Shaw is the team manager. Number 4 will be Alex Smiley. Number 5 will be Colin Crivello. Number 7 will be Nick Eberhardt. Number 9, All-Star Caden Horton. Number 13 will be Garrett Harvey. Number 19 will be Brecken Valella. Number 22 will be Evan Dunlop. Number 25 will be Logan Eisman. Chase Spear will be wearing number 26 this night. Starting in goal, the All-Star, number 36, Chase Sankey. Nino DiPietro will be wearing number 37. Austin Heron will be wearing 44. Owen DeZerko will be wearing number 45. Nick McCauley will be wearing 51. All-star and leading in scoring so far. Number 56 is Nick Bruno. Jamar Pritchett will be wearing number 74. Ian Shaw will be wearing 77. Nick Krupe will be wearing 86. Maxwell Short will be wearing 92 for the Spartans. Spartans in white with their blue trim and blue numbering. The Penn-Trafford Warriors in their green jerseys with the black trim and yellow and white accents and white numbers. We got about 2 minutes until face-off. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Pittsburgh Hockey Digest. Berg Hockey Night here from Greensburg, Pennsylvania. We'll be back. I'm not sure if I missed them or not, but number 68 for the Hempfield Spartans backing up penalty Blaze Becker. Starting goaltenders tonight, Chase Sankey, 3-2 on the season, 876 save percentage on his 283 minutes in the season so far. Jackson Kerrigan for the Penn-Trafford Warriors, 7-3 on the year, 887 save percentage and a shutout on the year. Sankey also has one shutout. We'll have a quick announcement prior to the game, and then we will get underway with our contest.
Thank you.
A moment of silence for John Muka, the sitting commissioner of the PIHL, passed away today. He will be sorely missed. But he would want the show to go on, and it go on it will. So 17 minutes of your first period here from Kirk Nevin Arena. Hempfield, Penn-Trafford, let's go! Face-off won by the Spartans, and it's going to be picked up by Penn-Trafford, brought into the front of us. Cleared around, dumped in around for Dennis. Dennis up along the boards, passes over to Bonson. Bonson up for Thatcher. He'll try to dump in. It'll get hit as it brings in. It'll be Bruno bringing it in back around the zone, back for Bush, and it comes out of the zone for DiPietro, but it's going to go back around. They'll play catch in there. Kropczynski will pass this one across. It'll go in, past, and Bruno's going to pick it up, come in around the first defender into the zone. Nick Bruno, one of the PIHL leading scorers right now, comes in behind the net. Comes in, bounces one up along the boards. Shot on, is just blocked and around. Looking for it was DiPietro. DiPietro unable to play, it's just going to pass it around. Thatcher is going to take the puck and just dump that one down past Max Short for an icing call. 16-15 remaining in the first period. Well, a face-off down to the right of the starter Jackson Kerrigan for the Penn-Trafford Warriors. Shaw steps in with Lochner. It's going to be won by Lochner back. It's going to be passed out by the Warriors. That is Cam Kisty, the all-star, throwing that one back out. Goodman will carry that one into the zone, dumps it down behind the net, around. Smiley will battle it in the corner, but it's going to be Kisty picking up on the backhand, throws one around for Solomon. Solomon waits, dumps it in behind, it'll be picked up, and Goodman will take it. Goodman looking up to the point, but wait, pulls it off himself, tries to take the shots, but he picked up and cleared out by Pritchett. And here come the Spartans. Smiley can't get to the puck, so it'll go around. That'll be an offside call, and now the face-off outside the zone with 15:40 remaining in the first period. Face-off will be directly to our right here. Referee Vensko and Scariano. Tonight, Ben Chen will step in with Zerko. And it'll be won by the Spartans back and dumped in. Rechtold will take it behind the net. He'll dump that one up. Looks for Chen. Goes past him. Villela will take the puck and dumps one up past Heron. Heron will put it back into the zone. Hall chases it down behind the net. Hall waits. Had a little bit of pressure, so he pushes around for Sculio. Sculio gets hit by Short, and it's going to be dumped around. Kept in the zone, but out comes in. Big hit by Villela on the new side. And they're still tied up in front. Shot on by Chen. Rebound comes back out. Back out to the point. Backhanded out. Picked up by the Warriors. Warriors battling here. It's going to be picked up, and Chen keeps it in the zone. Dimps it back into the corner. Chen battles off. They'll go back and forth. Villela with a little bit of possession for Heron. Heron gets it out of the zone. Dynas will take it, throws it across. Picked up by Rektoric. He'll dump that in behind the net. Up around Chen. Up for Dynas is going to be Villela being able to separate the puck, but Sulio will pass that one out for Bonson. Chase Bonson will take the puck and dump one up for Dynas. Dynas battles around. Bonson back down for Kropczynski. Bryce Kropczynski into the zone. Waits. Shot just wide of the net. Goes back up. Horton's going to pick it up and just dump one out of the zone. Back down. It'll be picked up and knocked around, but Bruno will let it go for Spear. Kropczynski battles him along the line. They'll have a hard time getting possession on both sides. DiPietro will hold on to it, and it'll be Goldberg dumping it back in for Spear. Spear behind the net. Passes one around for Eberhardt. Nick Eberhardt will take the puck, throw one around for DiPietro. Up along and out for Nick Bruno. We talk about Bruno here. Back around for Horton. Horton in around. He's going to hear a who, and it's going to be a shot and out of play of 14:01 remaining in the first fast-moving period here. Thank you for joining me here at the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. It is a Westmoreland County doubleheader here as we have the Penn-Trafford Warriors and the Hempfield Spartans to start. And we're going to have the Norwin Knights and the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions on the back half of our doubleheader. Bruno will dump that one in on the backhand around for Kisty. Kisty throws one up for Maffa. They'll battle in the corner. And it'll be a penalty coming up. It's going to be a slashing call. And it looks like Caden Horton is arguing right now, but the All-Star will take a seat, and there'll be a power play coming up for the Penn-Trafford Warriors. The Warriors 7 for 39 on the season, tied for 8th in Double-A with the man advantage. On the opposite side, 33 for 39 are the Spartans. They're 3rd in Double-A right now. Shaw steps in, wins face-off back for Eberhardt. He'll dump it around. Lochner throws one across, looks for the tip in front. It's going to be Chen trying to get it up. Eberhardt will muscle him off. Back around Shaw, dumps it around the corner. Up. It'll be Smiley dumping it out for Kisty. It'll go the length of the ice. No icing. It is a short-handed opportunity here. Jackson behind the net will leave it for Kisty. Pair of All-Stars match up, and they'll bounce back on net. Opportunity up. Oh, there was a shot for Shaw there, and Shaw could not finish up the play. Back around, it'll be Goldberg throwing it up for Kisty. Kisty into the zone. Up in the near corner. Behind the net. It'll be thrown for Goldberg. Lochner shot, save made, and it'll be dropped down. Back around, Kisty. Waits, shoots, bounces it around for Sankey. It'll go back down for Goldberg. Up for Kisty. Kisty, up for Goldberg. A big hit by Smiley along the half wall. Goldberg back down for Lochner. Lochner throws one through the crease, nobody home. He's going to be able to get his own rebound shot just wide. Goes back behind, it'll be picked up by Spear. Spear throws one out. Smiley's going to chase it down, but Bonson's going to get there first. Smiley leaves it for Bonson. Back around to be Lochner in front. Lochner throws one around. It's going to be a little bit in front of Ben Chen. Chen will take it behind the net, waits, skates it out, goes back in the near corner. Smiley all over him, lays a little bit of a hit there. Krupczynski behind the net, passes one around, is going to be picked up. He'll pick it up, bring his own rebound. Going to be cleared up. Bruno will dump that one out of the zone and back down for Kerrigan. 19 seconds to go in the advantage. Be cleared back up. Here comes Bryce Krupczynski into the zone. Krupczynski loses the puck, but it's going to go right over to Alex Shulio. Back down for Krupczynski. Back around. It will be a battle there with Austin Heron. Heron's going to win that one back up, and it's going to go to Nick Bruno. Bruno, penalties expired, has an opportunity with Horton. Horton and Bruno come across. Horton's pass doesn't make it through. He gets hit in the corner, though. Wait. A little bit of an extracurricular shot on by Heron. Rebound, bounces back out of the zone. They'll chase it back down. Opportunity here for Krupczynski. It's going to go on net, and Chase Sankey will just hold on to it. 11:27 remaining in the first period. Scoreless here at Kirk Nevin Arena. Face-off coming up to the right of Chase Sankey. Goldberg will step in with Zerko. Zerko wins the face-off back. Jamar Pritchett will take the puck, dump one up for Villela. It's going to bounce off his skate. Comes out of the zone. An opportunity here for Nick McCauley, who throws one down behind. Rick Torek waits, but it's going to be picked up and thrown in front for a Warrior, and he'll clear it out of the zone. Goes past off of Eberhardt's skate, past Goodman twice, and they'll have to regroup. It'll bounce back down. Ferguson, who does make the cut here today, will dump that one in around. Eberhardt battles in behind. It'll be picked up and passed for Torek. And the length of the ice will go Hall. Hall goes back with McCauley. Hall tries to shake him in the near corner. Hall passes one out for Goldberg. He'll throw one across for Goodman, and in come the Warriors. And around, but torn down was Goodman, and there's going to be a penalty from Eberhardt for a trip. And 10:30 remaining in the first. Another power play coming up for the Warriors. If you haven't been alerted to this point, the Hempfield student section is directly in front of me. They're having fun here this evening. Bruno steps into face-off dot with Shulio, and he'll lose the face-off to Shulio. That one will be off a stick and stays down. It's going to be out of the zone here. And we'll have another face-off. They're going to say down low to the right of the Spartans' net. Or wait, they're going to talk about it. They're taking it outside. I thought the initial call was it outside of the zone. And then they're going to call it back in. Scarino will step in with Chulio and Bruno will win this one for short. They'll battle around, back and forth, up and out, past Bonson. And 10-15 remaining in the period, $1:45 in a power play. They'll regroup behind the net. Horton puts a little bit of pressure on Bonson. Horton gets that puck. He just dumps it up and tries to get it to Bruno. They'll battle around. Horton waits and just dumps that one in. Nice play by Caden Horton. Back around for Bonson. Bonson takes the puck, throws one up for Thatcher. Thatcher back to Bonson. Bonson into the zone. Brings it in, dumps one around. It's going to be Short picking up the puck first. Short. It's a little bit of pressure from Chulio. And it'll go back out to Solomon, but it's going to be Horton picking it up and dumping it down the length of the ice. 9:35 remaining in the first. Back behind Xavier Solomon. Solomon around one defender, around two defenders. Power move to get in the zone. Solomon brings it in. Waits, comes in behind the net, looks, throws it up to Kropczynski on the half wall. Kropczynski tries to shake off one defender, does so. Back to top of the point. Kropczynski's shot, saved by Sankey, goes back down. It's going to be picked up by DiPietro. He passes it out for Shaw. Shaw into the zone, gets around a defender nicely. Shaw waits, throws one just across. There was nobody home, so Chulio will take the puck and throw that one up for Solomon. Solomon with two white shirts to beat in a third one behind him. Solomon gets muscled off by Herron. And along the half wall, they'll kick it back out. Kisty throws one on backhand. Pritchett will pick up, and he'll take a big hit from Kisty on the neutral zone. Back down, Goldberg up for Dynas. Dynas gets hit by Bruno and back around. Pritchett can't get to it. Lochner battles off with him. They'll go back and forth. Dynas top of the slot. Up for Kisty. Kisty shot. Glove saved and held on to by Sankey. And 8:27 remaining in the third period. Still scoreless here at the Kirk Nevin Arena. It's a PIHL AA matchup here on Berg Hockey Night. Solomon will step in with Bruno. Oh, sorry. What are they going to call it here? Goodman will step in with Bruno. They were playing rock, paper, scissors for the face-off. I didn't know who was going to take it. Lochner does get the puck back, but it's going to be picked up and carried out. And here come the Spartans. Eisman passes one up to Bruno. Bruno, shot just high and wide of the net. Back down. Solomon will take it out of the zone, tries to pass it across for Goodman. He'll bring it out of the zone. Goodman in. Shot. Saved by Sankey. Rebound. Falls on it. 8:05 to go. First period. Face-off coming up to the right of Chase Sankey. Down it will be Spear. Spear loses it to Goodman. Goodman in his own zone. Comes back down. Up to the point. Rick Torek. Shot. Save made. Back down. It'll be Lochner losing the puck and cleared out. Hall will chase it down, but Eisman's on his horse there. It's going to be cleared back into the zone. Hall behind for Rick Torek. Throws one up off the skates. Goodman's going to be turned over. Bruno sneaking in. Oh, nice play by Rick Torek to break the puck off his stick. Eisman shot from a bad angle. Goes off of Kerrigan back up. Shot. Goes in. Scores! Nick Everhart. And it's 1-0 Hempfield. 7:29 remaining in the first period. One nothing. The Spartans leave on a goal by Nick Eberhard, as long as he didn't touch anybody else. And he loses the puck immediately on the way in. Kropczynski's going to come in around the defender. He'll battle around Eberhard. Comes in shot. Hempfield really didn't get too many opportunities in the first to that point. It was all Penn-Trafford early. Ooh. Alex Smiley took a shot on the bench. He's all right. He'll be shaken up a little bit, but he'll be fine. We'll have another face-off coming up to the left of Chase Sankey. See what the official call is on the goal. DiPietro will win the face-off back, but it'll be out and around. They do give it to Nick Eberhardt. For Eberhardt, that's his second of the season. Back down, it'll be Krupe dumping it across for DiPietro, just dumps that one in. It'll go back down into the corner. They'll battle off DiPietro and Kisti. Kisti will carry this one out of the zone in across the center with a head of steam. Cam Kisti across. Kropczynski, loses it in his skates. It goes back to the half wall. Throws one up. It's going to be tipped around and dumped down. Thatcher will have to go in with Heron. Picked up by Krupe. It'll go up in front of the benches, and Dynas will take it along the half wall. Dynas across for Kropczynski. He'll wait, think about it, passes one all the way across, looking, and he's going to make a nice little pass. Ferguson shot just wide of the net. Back down. They picked up and held on to by Goldberg. He'll wait, and Kropczynski goes down. And it'll be Smiley picking up the puck, and Shaw gets trying to get around a defender. Smiley into the zone, up for Shaw. Shaw, shot, save, made, goes back down. Rebound opportunity for Hempfield. They get it, rebound, shot. Save made by Jackson Kerrigan. 6:01 remaining in the first period. Hempfield leading 1-0. 6:01 to go in the first. Face-off coming up to the left of Jackson Kerrigan. Nick Bruno will step in with Ben Chen. Face-off will be won. And quick shot by Eisman. Rebound. Puck gets lost, and they blow an early whistle. We'll have another face-off. Back down, it'll be one across and picked up by the Warriors. Bonson dumps that one out. Pass for Evan Dunlop, but it goes past to Ben Chen. Chen bounces off. Chen waits. Back down, looking for Shulio. And it'll be short getting around, but it's going to go to Bruno. Bruno clears it up to Eisman, and out it comes to Horton. Horton couldn't finish up the play, so it goes back down. They'll bounce around a little bit. It'll be bounced out and picked up by Bruno in the neutral zone. Eisman throws one across, back down. Bruno can't get to it, so it'll be picked up by Dynas. Dynas throws one across for Ferguson. Ferguson leaves it back. Shulio comes in, shot, low, hits up the ball. They'll battle around, back behind. Shulio waits. Has Sankey down, throws one across the crease. Opportunity here, and held on to, and a face-off coming up. 5:05 remaining in the first. DiPietro steps in with Lochner. DiPietro gets tossed. Smiley in. Loses the he'll lose the face-off. Hall will get it along the wall. Back behind for Lochner. Up for Solomon. Back to Lochner. Back down for Goodman. They'll battle around. Solomon waits. Up for Shaw. Shaw waits. Dumps that one out past Rektorek. Rektorek. Back for Solomon. Solomon takes the puck, passes it up for Lochner. Lochner into the zone. Shot saved by Sankey and held on to for 35 remaining in the first. Shots are 9-8 in favor of the Warriors. Lochner steps in with DiPietro. Soft one by Lochner on backhand shot. Goes to Eberhardt. Eberhardt will take the rebound and carry it out of the zone. Eberhardt up for Smiley. Smiley into the zone. Dumps one around for Eberhardt. It will get to him. Back around. Go past Shaw, and it'll be picked up and dumped around by Goodman. It'll go back out for DiPietro. Grab the puck, give it to Smiley. Smiley will throw that one back into the zone. Past Jackson Kerrigan, where Torek will dump that one around for Drew Hall. Out they come. It's Rick Torek. Into the zone. Rick Torek across for Solomon. Shot. Getting a stick on it was Eberhardt. Back down. Lochner's going to get the puck on a half wall. Lochner, top of the circle. Shot. Goes wide of the net. Back down to Solomon. Solomon dumps one behind, up to Kisty. Kisty who gets that pass, gets around McCauley, gets around the second one. Nope, there was a stick that came in on the second one. An opportunity here for Hempfield if they can clear it out. Picked up by McCauley. McCauley has spear, and it's going to be no penalty coming up on that. McCauley carries it in, throws it across. Opportunity was there, but nobody home for DeZerko. And it bringing it into Solomon. Solomon Goodman, save made by Sankey. Lochner waits and back down. They picked up and thrown around, picked up by the Spartans, and Garrett Harvey gets it out of the zone. Back up for Kisty. Kisty will dump that one into the corner. Gravello will chase it down. Gravello looking for short. They'll play catch a little bit. Gravello will set up short, looking for the offense to go. All 5 white shirts within 25 feet. He'll wait until somebody sets up. He'll throw one behind. Nobody home. Opportunity here for Kropczynski. And the puck will let go back over for Thatcher. Kropczynski dumps one around. Opportunity here. Save made. Rebound. Oh, backhand shot by Thatcher. Goes wide. Back up to the point. Kisty. Waits shot. Tipped up by Kropczynski, and it goes back in the corner where Short will get it. Short waits. Throws one out past Thatcher, and it'll be picked up by Harvey. Harvey in front of the benches. We'll just dump that one the length of the ice. 2:30 to go in the first. Hempfield leading Penn-Trafford here. Thank you for joining me on Berg Hockey Night here from Kirk Nevin Arena. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Hempfield and Penn-Trafford in a PIHL AA matchup. Horton will get the puck and dump that one up. It's going to be picked up by Bonson. He'll try to dump it in, but opportunity here. It'll be Horton coming in. Horton with an opportunity here. Kerrigan comes out, tips it in the corner. Horton waits, gets knocked down. It's a penalty coming up against the Warriors. Wait. I'm looking to see what the call was. Dynas will head off for the trip. And 2:01 remaining in the period. Hempfield heads to the power play. The Spartans, 16 for 46 on the power play, 34.8%, puts them in second place in Class B. Double A. The penalty kill for the Warriors, 28 for 37. That's good for 5th in the division. Bruno will win the faceoff back to himself in the corner. Bruno on the half wall gives it up to Short. Back Short over for Bruno. Bruno up for Short. Short shot. Saved by Kerrigan, goes to the outside edge. But he picked up Bruno. Going to set up the offense for Short. Short back to Bruno. Bruno short shot. Low down. Look for the tip in front. Horton couldn't get to it. Smiley will leave it. Horton gets it. Eberhardt. No, that's not Eberhardt. Short over for Bruno. Bruno shot. Save made by Kerrigan. Everybody had to look twice on that one. Penalty time rolls with the regular clock, so we'll use one of those two. Face-off coming up to the left of Kerrigan. Bruno will step in with Lochner. Face-off won by Bruno. Back for Short. Short. Back up. DiPietro across, looking for Smiley. Smiley throws one down. DiPietro. There's a battle behind for Horton. Horton. Bruno. Up to Short. Shot in front. Save made. Rebound held on to by Kerrigan. Face off to the left of Kerrigan. Bruno steps in with Lochner once again. 1:13 remaining in the first period. Short takes the puck. Back for DiPietro. He'll battle behind with Kisty. He'll go around. It'll be Rektoric throwing one up off the glass and the length of the ice. He'll go behind. 1 minute to go in the period. Opportunity here for the Warriors. Shot. Scores! Xavier Solomon gets the goal on the turnover in the defensive zone. And it's 1-1. .55 seconds remaining. On the shorthanded goal for Solomon. Solomon, that is his 9th of the season. Eberhardt. It's a face-off back. Throws one across. Shaw through the crease is going to be picked up and carried out by Chase Spear. Spear into the zone. Waits. Comes back up for Shaw. Shaw across. Eberhardt. Waits. Shot. Saved by Kerrigan and held on to. 33 to go in the first period. It was the first shorthanded goal for the Warriors all season. Back down short. DiPietro across for Bruno. Bruno throws one down for Smiley. Smiley shot. Bounces off his own forward and back out. Short. Kept it. It's out of the zone. They need to get back on side. 20 seconds remaining. It'll be cleared the length of the ice. Smiley will chase it down. Smiley will take the puck and throw one the length. Looks for Horton. It bounces off a defender. Goes back out Kerrigan. 6 seconds to go in the period. It'll come back out. Torque will just dump that one down, and that's how the end of the period will occur with your score. The Hempfield Spartans won, the Penn-Trafford Warriors won. We'll be back with the second period here from Kirk and Nevin Arena. All right, back here in the second. Hempfield 1, Penn-Trafford 1. The goals from Nick Eberhardt and Xavier Solomon. 17 minutes before we get an ice cut here. Shots are 12-12, all tied up all over the board. Scarino will drop the puck between Goldberg and Owen DeZerko. It'll be dumped in by the Spartans on Jackson Kerrigan. They'll clear it up for Eberhardt. Eberhardt leaves it for Thatcher, but Krupe will take it. Krupe will take the puck and just dump that into the zone. He'll go back behind. It'll be dumped on net, and Kerrigan will hold on. 16:42 remaining in the second. DeZerko will step in with Goldberg. Won by Goldberg, back for Kisty. Kisty will pass it up for Krupczynski. Gets it around to Goldberg under a stick. Goldberg into the zone. Wait, shot. Oh, just missed that one. Back down Krupczynski. Up for Kisty. Kisty, shot. Tipped, blocked by Eberhardt. Rebound comes around. Lot going on. Thatcher shot. Save made. Is going to be picked up by Heron and dumped up off the boards and back out. Past Kisty. Just barely, but they get it out of the zone. They picked up. DeZerko will wait. Throws one across and picked up by Eberhardt. Eberhardt waits, and Krupczynski has to wait for a second. He gets into the zone. Here come the Warriors. Shot. Krupczynski dumps one around, picked up by Villela, and he'll dump that one past Moffa. The Warriors will chase it down into the zone. Be Noah Moffa letting it go back out past the Krupczynski, and Eberhardt in front of everybody will bring it back into the zone. Shot blocked by Moffa, comes back down. Eberhardt throws one off the stick and it stays on the net. It'll bounce around. Opportunity here for both teams, but they're going to whistle it dead for being on the netting. 15:38 remaining in the second period. Tied up at 1. Faceoff will come outside the zone, directly to our left. Venska will drop the puck with Bruno and Lochner. Back down for Short, and it'll go past him. Solomon trying to separate the puck, but Short is able to get it back to the point. Not all the way out, though. Solomon in behind the defense will get the puck, throwing on net. The net's off, and they'll whistle it dead. 15:27 to go. Solomon threw one through the crease that bounced off a couple things. The goaltender reacted through the net off its moorings by accident, and we'll have a face-off to the right. DiPietro will step in with Lochner. Face-off one back, and Shaw will take it out. Backhanded in the zone. Solomon with the shot goes back around. It'll be Shaw. Ian Shaw waits. He'll pick up the puck, carry it off the wall. A little bit of pressure, backs off, and he'll just dump that one in deep. Back around, Dynas gets back, but Smiley will get there first. He'll dump it around for DiPietro. DiPietro battles along. There it is with Bonson. Chase Bonson gets knocked down. Ian Shaw will come in and try to give a little bit of help, but Lochner gets there, and it'll bounce into the air. We're Short. Short gets the puck on a bounce, throws one on net. Has to be blockered off by Jackson Kerrigan. DiPietro waits, throws one behind, a little bit of pressure. His own team's there, but it's going to be picked up on by Smiley. Smiley throws one through. It'll be bounced through for Solomon. Solomon takes the puck, and he'll carry it out of the zone. Xavier Solomon with the goal for the Warriors already today. Solomon waits, throws one across. Lochner passes. Oh, he went for the extra pass, and it was a block by Spear. Back down and around it'll go. Solomon behind the net. Throws one around and picked up by Spear. Spear coming out of the zone. Spear waits, dumps one around for Bonson, and it'll come back out. Big hit coming off. Shaw bounces it around, and it'll be Spear coming up and dumped in by Dynas. Lochner throws one around for Solomon. It goes past him the length of the ice. No icing on the play. Short will pick it up. Short has the puck. He throws one up looking for Bruno. It'll go no icing. Tipped coming around. Eisman behind the net, but it's going to be Hall getting there first. Back around. Bruno with an opportunity. Gets the puck. Bruno tries to pass one through. It throws on and bounces up and just quickly grabbed by Kerrigan. And 13:42 remaining in the period. It is still 1-1. Heads up play by Jackson Kerrigan as Nick Bruno found that puck at his skates and just threw one on. Reminder, second contest of the night following this one. New channel on our station, same channel on the 10-band TV Amazon Fire. It'll be Norwin and Greensburg-Salem as Ben Chen brings this one in to the matchup. That is a can't miss for the single A blue division. And Bruno's going to come the other way. Nick Bruno waits, throws one across opportunity. Oh, it's going to be tipped around. Horton scores! Caden Horton gets the goal. He waited, it bounced back to him off of the deflection, and it's 2-1 Hempfield. $13:19 remaining. And it's 2-1 Hempfield. Face off one by, oh, it's still up in the air. Who's going to win this one? It's going to be Hempfield. I'll give it to Penn-Trafford now. Krupczynski dumps one behind, past Maffa. Waits, dumps one out for Thatcher. Thatcher up along the boards, tries to get into Goldberg, into the zone. Comes Thatcher on the backhand, bounces one past the Sankey. Sankey holds on to it, and it'll be a whistle. 12:57 remaining in the second. Face-off coming up to the right of Chase Sankey. Both goaltenders, all-star goaltenders this season. Face-off one back by the Warriors. Kisty shot, save made by Sankey and dumps it into the corner. Back around, DiPietro. Krupczynski behind the net. That's the 43rd point of the season for Nick Bruno, who's having a stellar year. Back around, Dunlop battles off with Goldberg. It'll go back on the half wall. Kisty, another problem with Dunlop. Dunlap, nice play to get it up along the boards. Out, Goldberg's gonna bounce that one around. Opportunity here. Thatcher throws one over for Krupczynski. He'll wait on the half wall. He'll get beat up by Heron back into the corner. Krupczynski has to get around. It's gonna be picked up, and Villela in. Goes up to Maffa, tips it around. It's gonna go back across, and opportunity. Goldberg shot, save made, rebound. It's gonna come back out, and Villela will pick it up. Villela dumps that one up into the front of the benches. Kisty chases it down. It's gonna be Harvey chasing it down with him. Kisty waits, throws one over for Krupczynski, who picks up the puck, carries it in. Oh, DiPietro tries to separate him, but it'll be Goldberg helping him out. It'll be picked up and carried out by the Warriors. They'll dump it back down for Kisty. Kisty around for Moffitt. It's going to be Krupczynski slowing the puck down, and the play gets developed the other way. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Krupczynski into the zone, shot off of Spear. Goes back in the near corner, throws it in front. It's going to be Shaw coming the other way. Ice is opening up a little bit here. Smiley into the zone has DiPietro. DiPietro shot blocked. Opportunity coming the other way if they can get to it, and it will be out of the zone, and passing it up for Solomon. 2-on-0 if he hurries. Solomon can't get to it. Sankey sticks it into the corner. Back behind, it's going to be Lochner. Lochner comes up, looking for Goodman. Tied up was Goodman. Back around, Smiley up to the point. Dynas, shot, blocked. Rebound opportunity here, goes back down. Sankey up along the half wall. It's going to be picked up, thrown in front. Oh, off of the skate of Colin Crivello, and out of the zone it goes. Bonson in front, goes around. It's going to be DiPietro picking up the puck. DiPietro throws one the length. Stopped down by Kerrigan. Goodman will pick up the puck. Waits, throws one up for Solomon. Into the zone comes Xavier Solomon. He'll throws one around, looking for Lochner, setting up the offense. Lochner in front, opportunity here. Net comes off. 10:34 remaining in the second. Face-off will coming up to the right of Chase Sankey as the net comes off its moorings. .10:34 to go in the frame. Hempfield leading 2-1. Caden Horton getting a goal a few minutes ago. It'll be picked up by Nick Bruno. Looking for Horton, back down. They'll battle off, and it comes back in the zone. Ben Chen shot. Oh, save off the Sankey, and Eisman will come the other way. Eisman loses the puck. Horton going to chase it down, but it's going to be a nice play by Hall. Hall's going to get it across. Chen turns it over to Bruno. Bruno into the zone. Waits, gets a little bit of space. Shot on, just goes wide of the net, back down for Pritchett. Behind the net, Bruno passes it for Eisman. Eisman to Bruno. It's going to be picked up by Shulio. Back down for Eisman. Kisty will take the puck in the half wall, and they'll battle a little bit. It'll be possession of Chen here momentarily, but Eisman's going to battle that one back into the near corner. It'll be picked up, and Hall will carry it out of the zone. Looking for the stick checks, but it's going to make its way down. Hall will dump it behind. Shulio will take it on the half wall. He tips it around. It's going to be Nick Bruno behind his own net. The captain, and I believe at this time the leading scorer of AA. Didn't look at the stats as the day started. But Nick Bruno, head of steam, comes into the zone. Nick Bruno waits. Shot saved by Kerrigan. Rebound opportunity comes out. Horton on the backhand. Saved and held on to by Kerrigan. 9:15 to go in the second. We'll have another face-off to the left of Jackson Kerrigan as this game's opening up a little bit more as the time progresses. DeZerko will step in with Goldberg. It'll be won by the Warriors. Rhetoric will take the puck and dump that one past for Krupczynski. He'll bring it across red, across blue, and he'll have to skate to the top of the circles. Waits, shoots, save made by Sankey. 9 minutes to go in regulation. 2-1 Hempfield leads. I'll say this was a mildly entertaining game so far. Face-off coming up to the left of the Spartans' net. Nick Bruno steps in. And Krupe will take the puck and dump it back down. Oh, shot on, save made, held on to by Sankey. That was Krupe. I apologize, I saw the 6. I also didn't realize he was about a foot taller. DeZerko. They're going to get the quick line change here, and out comes DiPietro, Shaw, and Eberhardt with Smiley. And Heron. They'll dump that one down, picked up Krupczynski. Up to the boards, Moffa, shot goes wide of the net. Goldberg in the half wall. Goldberg on the backhand, dumps one around for Thatcher. Eberhardt rubs him off the wall. They'll go at it along the half wall, and it'll be picked up by the Spartans, who will get it out past Eberhardt and clear to the point. Rektoric will take the puck, throw one off a post. No, it does not go in. Shaw will dump that one past Moffa. An opportunity coming the other way. With Smiley will just dump that on the backhand, the length of the ice. Back down, Smiley. Smiley up around and picked up Krupczynski into the zone. Krupczynski has a 2-on-1. Comes in with Thatcher. It's a big block by Smiley and back out. Rektoric's going to take the puck, but it's going to be Goldberg dumping it around for Thatcher. They'll dump it in. That is Solomon. They'll bounce that one back out. Bonson around, goes back, and it's going to go off of a skate, and they're going to say it's at center. During the line change. Face-off coming up at center. Bruno and Lochner will step in. One by Lochner, back for Solomon, back to Bonson, up around for Solomon, and it'll bounce around for the Spartans. Short gets the puck and brings it into the zone. Short bounces one out, looking for Bruno. Bruno does keep it in. He dumps it in and goes off of a couple skates. Short with a shot out of nowhere. Back down, Goldman will take that across for Solomon and back out for Short. Chase Spear will take it across for Max Short. He'll carry it across the blue, across the red, and Goodman loses the puck to Spear in a neutral zone. Back in it goes. Dynas chases it down, and there'll be an icing call. 7:23 to go in the second period. 2-1 Hempfield leads. It's Berg Hockey Night here on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest YouTube page and the 10-Band TV Amazon Fire app. If you're watching on your smart television, you can watch us any live game that I have or they have on that app. So cleared back out. Lochner, shot by Solomon, scores! Xavier Solomon with a snipe from the top of the circles. And 7:19 to go in the second period. It is 2-2 here at Nevin. Face-off coming up at center. Scarino will drop the puck. Lochner will win the face-off forward to himself. He's going to have an opportunity to come in around Eberhard, but Eberhard will separate that. Goodman will dump that one in. Lochner on the half wall dumps it up, looking for the play, but it's Krupe coming out of the zone. Krupe loses the puck. Dynas around for Krupe. They'll battle along the half wall. Lochner comes in. It'll be picked up by Eberhard. Dynas into the zone. Dynas waits, has Goodman. The Zerko will let that one go. It'll come back out for Villela. He'll lose the puck at the line, and it'll be offside. Dynas and Pritchett will have a misunderstanding at the half wall, and they'll break it up, and we'll have a face-off just outside the zone. Once again, we have another contest coming up after this one. It'll be Norwin and Greensburg-Salem. Battle of top 4 teams in single A blue division. Chen and goes back and we picked up Hall. Hall will dump that one into the zone. Behind Heron. Waits, has Sculio behind him. Heron around for Krupe. Krupe back out for Hall. And Chen will just replay it for Kisty. And Kisty will take it across for Hall. Hall into the zone. Comes in behind net, throws one in front. Opportunity here for the Warriors. Back out, shot by Kisty. Rebound goes off the side of Sankey and out to Heron. He'll dump that one off the boards. He finds Villela, skates, but Villela can't catch it in stride. Goes back behind. And Hall dumps one around looking for his defender, but it's a good opportunity here for Krupe. Krupe battling along the half wall, was able to break that play up. DiPietro comes down to help him. It gets dumped out to Ferguson. TJ Ferguson into the zone. He'll get across the red, across the blue. Ferguson gets separated nicely by Dunlap, and it'll be picked up by Chen across for Hall. Hall throws one in length of the ice, and icing is the call. 5:35 remaining here in the second period. First face-off coming up to the right of Jackson Kerrigan. Goldberg will lose the face-off to Bruno, but Hempfield will lose the possession to the Warriors, and it'll go back into the zone. Moffa dumps one out for Kropczynski. It goes past for Spear. Spear waits. Up across. Bruno into the zone. Bruno up for Horton. Horton skates one around. Nobody home on the far wall. Eisman trying to get there, but Rhetoric will get there first. Back around. It'll be picked up. Kropczynski into the zone. Kropczynski waits, throws one around, opportunity here. Kropczynski waits, throws one up. Thatcher shot, off of Sankey and goes to the far wall. Back up for Rhetoric, and it gets messed up around the net. It'll stay in the zone. Back behind Crivello. Bounces one up past Horton, and Moffa takes the puck and dumps this one into the lane. Behind the net, Goldberg leaves it around. He'll get it back. Goldberg on the backhand throws one in front. Opportunity here. Rhetoric shot. Snapshot goes wide. Kropczynski down low. Skates it out to the circle. Up across for Moffa. Moffa has a hard pass. Hard time to get to it. It's going to go out of play. And let's see what they say. It's going to be off of both of them. Face-off coming up to the left of Chase Sankey. Solomon will step in with DiPietro. Back down for Everhart. Back for DiPietro and for Shaw. Coming across for Smiley. They'll battle along the half wall. Bonson all over him. They'll go back up. It'll be Goodman out for Solomon. Solomon already with two. He's on Hattie watch. Solomon gets slapped up. Lochner throws one into the half wall. Back down. It'll be DiPietro getting knocked down. And it's a tripping call coming up against the Warriors. As Sean Goodman heads off for a tripping minor. And the Spartans will head back to the power play. Goodman just bad luck, bad time at that time. Wrong place, wrong time. He fell down, and DiPietro just fell on top of him. Smiley, that's Horton behind the net. Throws one up to Smiley. Around, going to Bruno. Bruno on the half wall. From the corner up to the half wall, up for Short. Max Short waits, throws one across up near Smiley. Wide open net shot. Oh, the delay got him there. Kerrigan was able to get across. We'll have a face-off coming up to the right of Jackson Kerrigan. Reminder, if you're just joining us, the Hempfield student section is directly in front of us, so yep. Bruno will step in with Kropczynski. Face-off will be one back out for Smiley. Smiley around looking for Horton with Bonson behind him, up for Bruno. Bruno waits, skates, throws one across. Smiley waits again. Scores! Alex Smiley gets his 7th of the season, and the Hempfield Spartans lead 3-2. Power play goal for Alex Smiley. That's his 3rd power play goal of the season. At 3:22 remaining of this period. Face off one back to Spear. Spear had Krupczynski in front of him. Goldberg goes up high to get that puck. He holds on to it, closes his hand. Let's see what they say. They're just going to say outside the zone on an offside call. I tend to agree. Hempfield leading 3-2. Face-off coming up directly in front of the Penn-Trafford bench. Goldberg back down. Krupe will just lose that one back to Goldberg. It'll be dumped back out to Eberhardt. They'll wait. Spear will dump that one up for Krupe. Krupe looks for DiPietro, has Shaw with him, but doesn't use that, so it goes back out for Goldberg. Goldberg, Thatcher, nice play to get it across. 2-on-1, Thatcher shot, save made by Sankey. Kisti loses the puck back down. Krupczynski has Goldberg in front, opportunity shot by Krupczynski, save. And a penalty coming up against the Warriors for interference, it looks like. 2:50 remaining, and Penn-Trafford will be called for the minor. Oh, that'll be, no, it's going to be Eberhardt heading off for an interference call. I thought the Warriors had it. 2:50 to go, power play coming up for the Warriors. Shilio will step in with Bruno. Warriors set up on the power play. Bonson back across for Krupczynski. Krupczynski top of the circle, throws one in front, opportunity here. Bounces back out, Bonson. Good keeping across, Krupczynski. Goes down to one skate, comes back up. Krupczynski from behind the net. Sets up shop, goes to the half wall. Waits, looks up for Bonson, loses underneath his skate. And out come the Warriors back out. Kerrigan dumps it to the corner. Horton with the pressure. Bonson leaves it, but Horton will pick up pace and get off the ice. Back down, Krupczynski into the zone. Opportunity come for the Warriors. Krupczynski, Solomon looking for the hat trick. Rebound, oh, bounces back out. Goes to the point. Bonson back into the near corner. They'll wait, throwing around for Solomon. Solomon up, Krupczynski shot. It's blocked in front. Rebound comes back into the far wall. The near corner will be Solomon. Solomon waits. Throws one around. Solomon has Spear all over him. Solomon gets hit by Short behind the net. It'll be cleared out and out. 1:47 to go in the period. 55 seconds to go on the power play. Bonson picks up the puck. Bonson carries it in, runs into the defensive side, and Short will just dump that one to length. 40 to go in the power play. Back down, they'll battle in a corner. It'll be Bruno with Lockyer. A penalty coming up. Too many players on the ice. Who did they get? 33 seconds to go. Faceoff will come back into the zone here. They are going to get, looks like they're going to get Penn-Trafford for too many players on the ice. See what they say. Hold on. .123 to go in the period. Yep, they will get the Penn-Trafford Warriors for too many players on the ice. 1:23 to go. And it'll be 4-on-4 for 33 seconds. Lochner steps in with DiPietro. It'll be picked up by DiPietro across. Oh, had Shaw there, couldn't finish up the play. They'll go back up to the point. Spear shot will go on net. It'll be picked up by Lochner. Hey, Lochner will carry this one up and past Shaw. He gets separated from the puck for moments. In comes the Lochner. Lochner, coast to coast off the post. Back down, Lochner up for Kisti. 1 minute to go in regulation. 5 seconds to go on 4-on-4 before a Hempfield power play for the remainder of the period. Back down, Goldberg in the near corner. Goldberg waits, dumps one down, has Lochner. Power play for the Spartans right now. Back up, and it's going to be picked up by DiPietro. Has Bruno if he hurries. Throws one up, gets Bruno in stride. Bruno into the zone. Shot just wide of the net. It's going to come back down for Lochner. Lochner comes back down, and into the zone come the Warriors. Lochner 27 seconds to go. Passes one over. Goldberg shot save made by the Spartans. Back for Bruno, and he'll dump that one over for Heron. 19 to go in the period. Heron waits, throws one up for Horton. Horton bounces one off, and it's going to be picked up by DiPietro into the zone. And here comes everybody as it comes back on. An opportunity there. Goes back out, and Smiley will have to get on his horse. Solomon in front of him. 5 seconds to go in the period. And that will be the end of your second period with your score. The Hempfield Spartans 3, the Penn-Trafford Warriors 2. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Night, PIHL AA matchup from the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. We'll be back with your third period after your second period intermission report. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Kirk Nevin Arena in what has been an electric matchup here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, at Lynch Field to be exact, as the Hempfield Spartans lead the Penn-Trafford Warriors 3-2. Let's talk about this game before we look at that out-of-town scoreboard for this evening. And this game is actually, it's a wild one. Open up the scoring at 9:31 with Nick Eberhardt scoring the opening goal. I'll actually use my time frames because that's what I'm working down on different lines here. At 7:29 of the first period, Hempfield scored on a goal from Nick Eberhardt. Xavier Solomon got Penn-Trafford back on the board with 55 seconds remaining in the first frame. But it took a little bit early into the second period for Nick Bruno to find Caden Horton alongside the boards here, alongside the net here, to fire one home on the shorthand. On the opportunity for the Spartans, and they were able to get that 2-1 lead back. Short-lived for about 6 minutes as Xavier Solomon just fired a rocket from the top of the circles that found the back of the net somehow through a massive humanity, and that gave them a 2-2 tie going into the third frame. But you thought it was going to happen, and it did happen as the Spartans got a little bit of pressure, and then Alex Smiley was able to sneak a power play goal past Jackson Kerrigan, and that's where we stand at 3-2 here in the second, at the end of the second period. The Spartans will start the third period with 38 seconds of power play time, as a too many players on the ice penalty was called against the Warriors towards the end of the period while they were on a power play. And it's unfortunate as the Warriors were getting a little bit more momentum on Chase Sankey, who has been playing out of his mind so far. The shots are 24-21 in favor of the Penn-Trafford Warriors after 2. Let's look at that out-of-town scoreboard, though. We'll step it back. We have one game final here from West Banco Arena. Kiski Cavaliers defeat the Wheeling Catholic Centurions. They are the Scarlet Knights. I'm sorry. 8-0. Ethan George, 2 goals in that contest, and a shutout for Jacob Walker as the Cavaliers move on to try to compete for that top seed in that division. Unfortunately, it's a really tough division to be playing in right now in Single A. Of course, we have another one coming up after this one for that division, so we move along. We're going to look at Connellsville, Deer Lakes, as we don't have a score from Westmont Hilltop Freeport in Belmont. Deer Lakes leading Connellsville. It says 2-0 now. Still 2-0 as I didn't update it. Connellsville leading 26-18 in shots over the Lancers. Goals for the Lancers by Hinkson Zeri and Sean McIntyre in the first period, but that's where they sit right now at the end of 2 from the Alpha Ice Complex. This one is 3-2. Penn-Trafford trails Hempfield at Nevin, but we have contest going on right now up at S&T Bank Arena. No score from the Great North as Indiana and Plum are battling at 7:30 start. And we'll find out what the score is. Eventually that'll be shown up probably during the second game. I'll get the actual final score from that one. And then Alpha Ice Complex, the back half of that doubleheader will be Central Catholic and Baldwin at 9. Armstrong and Franklin Regional at Belmont will face off at 9 p.m. Wheeling Park will head to Quaker Valley at 9:10. That'll be on the Galaxy Rink at Barrel Ice Complex. And here I will have your second game of the night. It'll be Greensburg, Salem, and Norwin in a battle for that Single A top, because Norwin, who is battling with, I believe, Kiski right now, and Kiski got the win, so it's a big one for them. Let's look at this real fast and make sure that I'm 100% direct on that one. I do this stats and everything online every week, but as the games progress, I really can't pay attention to everything until the end of the week. So we'll see how this looks on Single A. In that blue division, Norwin needs a win because Kiski goes to 9-3 on the season to Cavaliers, and that'll put them 6 points back of Greensburg, Salem, and Fox Chapel right now. The Knights sitting in that 4 seed right now. Indiana in contest tonight, 13 points. Drop my pen cap, sorry guys. A win keeps the Knights in contention because remember, 3 and 4, I believe, 3 and 4 get home seeds in the first round. So they want to get away from that Indiana line real fast. The top 6 teams advance in Single A from each division. Top 2 seeds get a bye. And then you play the opposite divisions, 5 and 6 seed if you're a 3 and 4 seed. So the 3 will play the 6 from the opposite division, and the 4 will play the 5 from the opposite division in that first round. But top 2 teams from each division get a bye heading out of that round. So yeah, that's something to pay attention to in Single A. It's a little bit different this year, but I like it. I think it's going to cause a little bit more chaos as we move along. But we look around, and I'll even look at that right now. We got a couple more minutes before the players come out. So let's look at these standings real fast. In this one, as we don't have any finals, but there aren't many other games going on with Armstrong playing tonight, I believe. That'll be the only one that makes a difference in this one, as South Fayette leads in AA right now. They're 10-1 with a shootout loss. That's 21 points. Armstrong and Bishop McCord are tied in that second and third spot, 16 points each. 8-2 and 8-3. The Riverhawks have a game in hand on the Crushers. The Greater Latrobe Wildcats are just holding on to 1 point over these Penn-Trafford Warriors. If the Warriors can't come back, they still have 2 games in hand on those Wildcats, though. That 4-5 seed will get that first round home game. Remember that. But no team. I was actually talking to one of the coaches before the game, Chris Cerruti for Penn-Trafford. We were talking about how in AA, it really is a toss-up this season, as any week anybody can have a downward turn. And you don't know what team you're getting at this time at any given time. As in tonight, Hempfield 5-4 on the season with the shootout loss. they've been on the ups and ups. They had a really hard start to the season, but they also have only played 10 games. Each of these teams is playing their 11th game of the season. So it's going to be something interesting to watch as this day progresses and as this season comes to a close. We've got about 2 months left in the regular season for the PIHL. But we still got to get there, and to get there, we got to play the games. And that's the best part about all of this is we still have a lot of games to play, a lot of hockey to be played here in the PIHL. Once again, my name is Brian Mitchell. Hempfield's leading Penn-Trafford 3-2 here going into the third period at Kirk Nevin Arena. We will see you momentarily for the face-off for the third period. Take care, guys. Well, the Hempfield student section's a little bit wired for this contest. First time I've ever seen a giveaway being a smelling salt to the fans. You probably caught that in your screen here as we came back from break. But 17 minutes of time you've got down to the wire here. 38 seconds remaining on the power play for the Spartans. Hempfield leading Penn-Trafford 3-2. And ladies and gentlemen, the third period begins momentarily. I usually have that lined up better. Third period begins now. Face-off one back to the Spartans. In comes Horton. Horton up along the far wall. Comes in on the half. Shot around, looking for Bruno. Bruno on the near side. Waits, throws one back, goes past short. It comes out of the zone. They need to regroup. We go back. Solomon back across for Lochner. Lochner into the zone. Shot. Scores! The all-star Nate Lochner gets a goal a mere 18 seconds into the period, and it is 3-3. .42. 3-3 is your score. Penn-Trafford and it'll be one back up, and the Warriors will bounce it up. Solomon with a high stick. They're going to have to regroup. It'll be chased down and touched by Short back behind the net. Short will pick it up, throw one across past Horton. They'll come back for Eisman. Horton waits in the zone, picked up by Bonson. Bonson goes off of Chen's skates, picked up by Bruno. Bruno gets torn down. No penalty on the play. Back up for Kisty. Kisty across for Bonson. Bonson looking in. Goldberg will dump that one in. Length of the ice. Back behind. It'll be picked up by Lochner. Come back out Bruno out of the zone. Bruno with a head of steam. Brings it in. Bruno shot. Scores! Nick Bruno gets it back. And at 15:53, the Spartans take a 4-3 lead. Hempfield leads, and they're just going to go back and forth here. Scarino will step in with DiPietro and Goldberg. Back down it goes. DiPietro into the zone. Dinas has to chase it back behind his own net. Around for Krupczynski. Smiley in the near wall. They'll battle off shot on. Save made back for Smiley. Smiley back down for Shaw. Dinas leaves it for Smiley. Back around. Shaw just dumps this one back into the corner. Maffa up along the boards. It's going to be picked up and cleared up. Krupczynski will carry it in. Bryce Krupczynski brings it in around the defender. Thatcher couldn't get to it, so Dinas will. Dinas takes the puck, throws one into the near corner for Thatcher. Thatcher on the backhand, out for Krupczynski, back behind. It'll be for Thatcher. Pritchett battles off behind the net with Thatcher. They'll go back and forth. Penalty coming up against the Spartans on Pritchett. He took an extra shot behind the net on Thatcher, and there will be a power play coming up to the Warriors. Face-off coming up to the left of Sankey. Power play for the Warriors. Solomon steps in, and it'll be one back to Bonson. Bonson over for Kisty. Kisty up for Bonson. He'll shoot on, block, save made. Oh, stick in there by Short. Clears it back around. He'll go back behind the net. Goodman gives it for Solomon. Solomon battles off a spear. It'll be dumped back behind the net where Lochner will take it. Lochner to the near wall. Waits, dumps one in behind. Solomon. 2 goals on the day for Solomon so far, and a helper. Down, Lochner will get it. It will be cleared up to the point and cleared out. Bruno gets around a defender. He's going to chase it down in a shot on a hard angle, gets his rebound, dumps it in front. Opportunity here. Horton with the backhand, scores! Caden Horton gets a goal on the backhand, his second of the contest, and it is 5-3 Hempfield on a shorty. .20 remaining in the third. Face off at center. Shorthanded goal for Horton. Cleared up for Krupczynski. Krupczynski waits. Bounces one back into the half wall. Krupczynski shot. Save made. Bounces out for Shaw. Shaw gets around a defender and just dumps that one the length of the ice. It'll go down. Picked up by Rick Torek. Rick Torek passes one out past Hall. Hall will get the tap back in. Hall behind the net. Waits, throws one on the backhand. Goldberg gets muscled off along the wall by Short. Krupczynski. Up, Rick Torek. Shot, blocked, rebound. Knock out. Rick Torek, another opportunity here. Oh, just doesn't make it over to Goldberg. Back up to Krupczynski. Up to the half wall. Rick Torek across, shot by Hall, goes wide of the net. Back down for Goldberg. Goldberg in a near wall. Goldberg for Krupczynski. Wait, shot. Oh, goes through a screen, and it does go off of Sankey and back into the wall. Back down, Rick Torek tops point. Takes the puck. Back down for Hall. Hall. Rick Torek. Shot wide of the net. Penalties expired. 13 minutes remaining in regulation. Hempfield leading 5-3. Krupczynski goes around Shaw, gets around Short, throws one on the backhand, bounces around. It's going to be picked up by Short in the near corner. Thatcher battles him off. Thatcher waits, back down, Thatcher. Nice play to get around a defender. Up, down. Krupczynski leaves it, and it'll be Bruno dumping this one up to Torek, who gloves it back down. Warriors need to get on outside. So it'll be Short dumping one off the near wall, and he'll just go the length of the ice, and that will be an icing call with 12:27 remaining in the third period. Hempfield leading 5-3. It was short-lived, that tie on the goal from Lochner, as Hempfield just opened it up with a goal from Bruno and a goal from Horton. This off one back around for Horton. Horton waits, dumps one up the boards, past Dynas, and it's going to go the length of the ice, and we'll have another icing call. 12:20 remaining. Once again, my name is Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Night on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest YouTube page. Thank you for joining me in Greensburg, Pennsylvania for a Class 2A matchup between Hempfield and Penn-Trafford. Bruno will step in with Shulio. A shot on past Sankey. Doesn't quite make it on net. Chen will take the puck. Throws it around for Ferguson. Ferguson up for Dynas. Dynas leaves it around, and it'll be picked up, and it'll bounce back out. Ferguson tries to get it up, but Bruno's going to take it. Bruno passed over for Horton. Throws one in the crease, and it's going to go back down for Eisman. Eisman waits. On the backhand, bounces one out. Bruno on the backhand shot. Goes in! It was a bouncer that went through the 5-hole. And at 11:51 of the third period, the Spartans now lead 6-1. Three-goal lead for the Spartans, and it looks like a timeout coming up for the Warriors. We'll be back. All right, face-off at center. Hempfield leading 6-3. Face-off won by the Warriors. Solomon gives it to Lochner. Lochner brings it in, saved by Sankey. It's back down for Rick Torek. Bonson throws one that goes behind the net. Back behind, it'll be Lochner. Lochner around for Solomon. Heron waits, throws one across. Be picked up and thrown around. Eberhardt looking for Shaw. Goes past them, and Bonson's going to have to chase this one down. Shaw all over him. Bonson throws one around for Kisty. Kisty throws one up the boards. Past to Solomon. Solomon has Smiley all over him. It'll go length of the ice. Another penalty coming up. It'll be against the Spartans with 11:10 on a trip. And the Warriors will head to the power play. It'll be Smiley heading off, the junior. The Hempfield student section disagrees, but there are two gentlemen that are getting paid to call this game, and I'm not one of them. Back down, it'll be Goodman on the half in the corner. Goodman waits, looks for his options. Goodman throws one across, has Lochner. It loses it in his skates. He'll go on the near corner. Looking back up for Kisty, it'll be dumped out. Dynas gets tipped by Horton and Bruno, and here comes Bruno on Hattie Watch. Bruno, 2 on Hattie Watch, shot goes high. Bruno and Horton both on Hattie Watches here. Back out, Goodman will lose it, and it'll come back out and dumped off the near wall. Back down for Dynas. Dynas for Lochner. Lochner loses the puck to Bruno. He'll just dump that one up for Dynas. Dynas does keep it in. Lochner takes the puck, throws one in front, and it's going to be wide of the net on the shot. Back down for Kisty. Kisty to the corner for Goldberg. Goldberg leaves it for Kisty. Back across for Dynas. Up for Kisty. Shot. Glove save by the Spartans, and it will break down just a little bit. 10:07 remaining in the third period. 6-3 Hempfield leads. 57 seconds remaining on the power play for the Warriors. Cilio will step in with DiPietro. Scarino's talking with Eric Grant here, with Corey Myers here. There's a discussion going on a Hempfield bench. We give them 20 seconds of music, and they're all dancing on the Hempfield bench. Back down, Heron will throw one around for Shaw. Shaw loses the puck to Solomon. Solomon carries it in, looking for the Hattie himself. It's going to bounce back down. Bonson, top of the point. Leaves it for Krupczynski. Krupczynski, top of the circles. Waits. Shot wide of the net. Goes back for Bonson in the near corner. Bonson, top of the circles. Waits. Loses one behind. It's going to go over. And up for Krupczynski. Across for Bonson. Be a hit by Pritchett, and it'll go back out for Cilio. And it'll go clear, and chasing it down as DiPietro is going to get an edge, but it's going to be Cilio getting a stick in. And nice play to break that one up. 9 seconds to go on the power play for the Warriors. They'll have to regroup. Bonson throws one up for Thatcher. Into the zone. Thatcher falling down, and it'll be picked up by DiPietro. Pritchett will dump that one up past Rektoric. That goes tipped by Bruno for Shaw. Krupczynski chases it down. Shaw on him. Heard the footsteps. Was able to maintain possession temporarily, but Shaw's going to take it on a Bruno pick. Back down. And there we go. Opportunity here for Solomon. Solomon into the zone. He'll lose the puck, and it'll go back past Rektoric. Rektoric behind the net. Comes back around. Big hit. And coming in. Horton shot, save made, and off of Kerrigan and out with 8:30 remaining in the third. A lot going on as Eisman came in, lowered the boom. But it remains. Bruno steps in with Ben Chen. Horton loses the puck in his feet. It'll be picked up by Rektoric. Up across, and Goldberg can't hold on to it. Eberhardt dumps one back in, where it's going to be picked up by Hall. Hall across for Rektoric and in for Ferguson. In the zone comes Penn-Trafford. Hall collects it. He loses the puck for Eisman. Eisman coming the other way. Eisman throws one on net, tipped in front. Oh, what a tip by Horton. Couldn't finish up the play, and they'll come back out. It'll be Ben Chen. Chen in front. Gets around Eberhardt. It's going to come an opportunity here for Goldberg. Throws one on Sankey. Held on to. Rebound. Sits around and whistle dead. 7:47 to go in the third. DiPietro will step in with Lochner. Face-off won by the Spartans. Oh, sorry, that will be the Warriors back. Tipped by Lochner, goes out of play and out. 7:41 remaining in the third period. Vensko steps in with Lochner and DiPietro. Short for Lochner. Lochner brings it in, gonna be tipped around. Smiley up along for Kisty. Kisty dumps one down. Goodman leaves it across for Lochner. He's gonna tap it in front and back down. It'll be Maffa. Maffa for Solomon, throws one through and Kisty will pick it up, but it's tipped out by Pritchett. It'll be dumped up along, and Pritchett loses the puck to Goodman, but we have a little extracurriculars, and they're gonna call a rough against somebody here. And it's gonna be Kisty heading off for the Miners. 6-3, the Spartans lead. 7:14 remaining in regulation. They'll head to the power play. Back down, Short. Up for Horton. Horton for Short. Back down to Horton. Waits, up for Bruno. Bruno looking for the Hattie, just bounces one through that bounces off of Kerrigan. It'll be backhanded out of the play. It'll go off of Smiley and stay in the zone. Solomon right up in front, and they're gonna call this one a high stick. And it'll come all the way back down, 6:53 remaining. It'll be directly to the right of Chase Sankey. Sankey, the senior netminder for Hempfield, all-star this season. Both goaltenders all-stars on the year. We have a timeout by Hempfield. 6:53 remaining. We'll be back. Face-off coming up to the right, and Hempfield will win it. Bruno, let's go for the Eisman. Eisman waits, kills a little bit of time, goes across to Smiley. Out of the zone come the Spartans, but they're going to wait, and Bruno will miss the puck on that play. He'll pick it up back into the zone. Nick Bruno, leading scorer in Class 2A. And for Alex Smiley, back down, it'll be Horton. Hayden Horton leaves it up for Max Short. Short throws one wide of the net, goes back down for Smiley. On the backhand, Smiley leaves it up. It'll be Bruno picking up the puck, coming to the top of the circle. Bruno throws one on. He gets the puck back on his own rebound. It'll come back across, and it'll be cleared up and kept in temporarily as Bonson clears it up for Solomon. They'll go back and forth. Smiley loses the puck, and it'll be Lochner. Lochner in the neutral zone. Lochner goes in behind the net, looks to throw it in front. Opportunity, scores! Xavier Solomon with the hat trick, and it's 6-4. Hempfield 6, Penn-Trafford 4. Face-off coming up at center. We won back and cleared in. The Warriors wait, and it'll be dumped across. Back out. It'll be cleared up by Kropczynski. Kropczynski back out for DiPietro. And out of the zone, they come in for DiPietro. Throwing across and up for Kropczynski. Back out, pass, and Spear will hit Thatcher on the way through. They'll go back down into the corner. Back down. Rick Torek has a hard time getting through a couple defenders. Go. The Warriors. My apologies. We're having connection errors here at the arena, so it might be a little choppy as we move along. I think we're cleared up and able to get this one back. Penn-Trafford battling down in the corner. Once again, I'm sorry, the connection is a little bit rough here at Kirk Nevin currently. If it's bouncing in and out, I apologize. Back down. It comes in for Kropczynski, who keeps it in zone nicely. Back along the half wall, Goldberg. Goldberg leaves it out. It'll be picked up by Hall. Hall down by 2, 4:17 to go in regulation. Kropczynski throws one across. It'll be Rick Torek. Rick Torek dumps one in behind. And they score! Zach Kropczynski with the goal. Kropczynski gets the goal, and it's 6-5 here. All of a sudden, don't go anywhere. With 4:06 remaining, Kropczynski gets the goal, and it's 6-5. Face-off will be won up and in by the Spartans. Dumping it in was Bruno. Bruno battles off with the defender, and it's going to be picked up and brought around. Kisti up for Goodman. Goodman battled off with Eisman. Eisman into the zone. If anybody thought this was over up by 3, shame on you. This is a classic automatically as Maffa gets the puck. Back down for Goodman. Goodman back up for Lochner, and it's going to be picked up by Bruno. Bruno dumps one in deep. 3:29 remaining in regulation. He'll go back behind. Kisti throws one up along. It's going to dump out and out of play, and it'll be a whistle coming up and a face-off. What are they going to call it? To the right of Jackson Kerrigan. With 3:20 to go in regulation. Hempfield leading 6-5. They were up 6-3 no sooner than 2 minutes ago. Oh, 2.5 minutes ago. My, how the turntables can turn in this game. DiPietro steps in with Goldberg. Face-off won by Hempfield. DiPietro back for Smiley, who tries to take a shot that goes wide. Kropczynski will take the puck, carries it out of the zone. He'll wait. He'll get hit by Shaw from behind. No penalty on the play. It's a close one there. Thatcher back for Dynas, who dumps one in and behind. He'll dump off a couple players, and it's going to get cleared out. DiPietro will chase it down, but Bonson should get to that first. Bonson does, and just bounces one off the far wall. DiPietro whistled off with 2:45 to go in regulation. Shaw behind. Opportunity here. Smiley picks up the puck on the backhand, dumps one through. That goes to Kerrigan, who just dumps that one in a near corner. Kerrigan leaves it for DiPietro. 2:36 remaining in regulation. Here we go. Back down in the corner, they'll battle off. Back and forth, the Warriors and the Spartans go, and that will be a whistle for a dead puck. 2:26 remaining in the period. Kisti steps in with Bruno. And it'll be Bruno trying to win it to himself, but the Warriors get possession. Chen picks up the puck. Chen tries to get around a defender. It's going to be Bruno dumping it back in. 2:17 to go in regulation. Back behind, Kisti. Kisti will dump this one up off to Solomon. Solomon waits, thinks about it, throws one across. Eisman will dump that one out. Chen into the corner. It'll be Lochner. Lochner behind for Solomon. Solomon with a Hattie already up for, it was Goldberg trying to throw one across, and Solomon back down. Net is empty. Net is empty. We have an empty net on the opposite side, and they'll chase it down. $1.50 remaining. Goodman has Hall with that empty cage in front of him. They'll carry it out of the zone. Hall, or Goodman, across the red, across the blue, into the zone. Throws one on, saved by Sankey. Rebound goes behind. It'll be Spear passing it for Eisman. But it's going to be Lochner bringing it out. Lochner shot, save, made, rebound comes back out. It's going to go the length of the ice. It has an opportunity here. It's going to chase it down. There's a chase, gets a run. It's a goal for the Spartans. We'll see who they give it to. But it is a 7-5 game. It was a chase to the line as that puck was just trafficking onto that line. It had just enough on it with 1:23 remaining. And the Spartans lead 7-5. Not sure who got the final stick on it. I believe the way they're reacting, it was Nick Bruno. But back Smiley will just dump that one into the zone. The junior alternate captain will give that one up to Rhetoric, and he'll just backhand it across. 1:13 remaining in regulation. Kropczynski behind. He'll pick up the puck and carry it out of his zone. He'll get tipped off by Shaw. He'll get the puck back, and it'll come back down for Thatcher, and it'll go back out Goldberg into the zone. Short throws it around for Kropczynski. They'll go back and forth. It'll be picked up, and Rhetoric will lose the puck, and it's going to be picked up by DiPietro back into the zone. DiPietro waits, throws one across. Opportunity here for the Spartans. 45 to go in regulation. Thatcher rubs off one of the Spartans players, and here comes Rhetoric into the zone. Rhetoric up. Goldberg over. Shot. Save made by Sankey on the dive. What a save by Chase Sankey. Goldberg brings it in, shot, save made, blocked actually, back down. It's going to go out of the zone. 24 to go in regulation. Bonson. That was a 10 bell by Chase Sankey. Solomon's going to carry it into the zone. Back down. It'll be picked up and carried down. It will be 7 seconds to go in regulation. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. The Hempfield Spartans have defeated the Penn-Trafford Warriors 7-5 here in a wild one, especially wild third period here at the Kirk Nevin Arena. I thank you for joining me here at the Nevin. We'll be back with your second game of the day, which will be Norwin and I can't even think, Greensburg-Salem. We'll be back.